Hello, it's Maggie Dent here. Gee whiz, things are a bit crazy at the moment, aren't they? Every single moment of almost every single day, something different comes up that causes us a little bit more stress. We're unable to hold on to our sense of normality, and every single one of us is feeling this. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are, as a parent or a child, we are all feeling stressed because we are no longer able to control our environment. My biggest heartfelt suggestion to you all is I just want you to know we're all in this together. We absolutely need to know that there are things that we can do and there are things that are out of our control. So if you're a parent, one of the things I want to suggest to you is please have that conversation with your children in an age-appropriate way, where you let them know statistically all about the coronavirus. Let them know that around 80% will get it in a mild form. However, 20% are going to get really sick. Now, children are not being impacted in getting really sick. However, we now know that they can transfer the virus to others. So this is why you need to tell them why their extracurricular activities are being cancelled, why they can't go and do things they normally do, why schools may be closing shortly, or whatever it is, why you've chosen to keep them home, is so that we can keep them away from as many people as possible. So talk to them again about the physical distancing and why we're doing an endless washing of our hands. Now, getting our kids to be able to step up and absolutely nail hand washing, and I know we can. My 4-year-old granddaughter did it to me the other day and I was so impressed. So again, giving them agency of what can they do. They can wash their hands vigorously. They can help you wipe down benches and doorknobs. Yep, they can. So they can become part of the solution. But I want to go to one more step, and that's managing stress. And I've been talking and writing about this for over 20 years. Many of you are now going to have children at home who are still needing to do school stuff, particularly upper secondary. Now, I need you to know something, that the brain doesn't function very well when it's stressed. So your primary need at the moment is to kind of create the environment in your home that allows your children to feel safe. First, they need you to be the big safe grown-up who may sometimes have to fake it, that we've got this, I've got this, and we're as a family, we're making choices that can keep us safe and we're okay. Absolutely be that absolute safe base that our children need. Secondly, create some predictability in your environment, because we know that predictability inside your home is going to help them feel safe because it's all very different. Keep your TV off. Sorry, unless you're watching something wonderful on ABC iView or something with no advertisements, no more news. Get your information from a reliable source, and I definitely recommend Dr. Norman Swan's podcast on coronavirus. So once again, get your information from the same place all the time. It does not have to be given in a context where people comment on it who have no background medically or in community health. Secondly, underneath that, once again, your job is to create everything else in the home. Remember when you thought you had no time? You've got time. So I want you to reframe this uncertain time, if you are going to spend more time at home with your children, the things that you couldn't fit in before. Things like reading for longer and maybe during the day, maybe getting to read some Harry Potter books to your kids, for maybe listening to some great podcasts with your kids or yourself. Remember, we've got lots of things we can do that we were too busy before. If you're going to go for a wander out in fresh air, and I'm going to tell you, nature is waiting for you. It is out there. We need the vitamin D, we need the fresh air, we need the movement, we need our kids moving and climbing up trees and finding rocks and bugs and laying down looking at clouds. Things we didn't have time to do, we now have time to do. Be mindful. Is it really happening, or am I frightening myself with my imagination? What's happening in this moment right now? What can we do to meet the needs of my children? And again, we have to keep in mind we have no idea how long this is going to be. So each day is going to be a different day. And as I said before, what else can you and your family do to help protect our most vulnerable? You may have a family nearby who has a child who has chronic asthma or cystic fibrosis or is recovering from cancer, yep, we need to be able to contact them. Remember, put a note through the door. Remember how to write notes? Or send them a message if they're in your circle and say, what can we do to help? Can we bake something? Can we go and get something from the supermarket? The same goes for our elderly. They are our most vulnerable, and we need to step up now as a community, as a society, as a global village to do everything we can to protect each other. So again, do everything you can to kind of chill out, calm down at home. Yes, you're going to eat more chocolate, there's no question. We really don't know how it's all going to pan out, but right now, look at this moment and be in this moment. Remember, we're all in this together.